And welcome to episode 14, 2 Minute Mike, on a Saturday night after a big Sixers win. Playoffs, game 1.
It's back.
It's back.
It's been a while.
Playoff basketball. First win since 2012, I believe.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
I think we were at their last win. Not at the game, but we were at
I think we were down there last Xfinity watching.
We were just two young Peppas and
one young lumberjack and one young Pepper.
So young. But we were good.
It was good to see.
Man.
Uh,
Second half was the half.
The half.
Because first half had me sweating a little bit. Made me nervous. Like, you looked a little rough for being, the way they were going. And I was afraid. Like, if you go on a 16-game win streak to go on, you kind of, waiting for the loss. Like, there has to be a loss at some point, right? Like, you're not going to sweep out the playoffs. So you don't feel like, would you rather get the loss out of the way and regroup, or wait until they're in round 2? Say they sweep the Heat and it winds up being a 20-game winning streak. Like, do you want to wait 21 games for them to figure out how you rebound from a loss again? I mean, granted, I'll take sweeps. That's fine.
Yeah, why not, man?
Right.
Strike with the iron's hot. I mean, this city's on fire right now.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah, I'm not going to complain. See how far we can go. I don't know about the NBA Finals. I'm not going to go that far.
You don't think we can get to the finals, or you don't? Think
I'm saying Eastern Conference Finals.
Now, if for some awkward reason LeBron gets knocked out prior to, okay, I don't think there's any way
you're reaching right now.
That's what I'm saying. This is purely hypothetical.
Okay.
Because I feel like there's no way LeBron doesn't make his ass to the Eastern Conference Finals. I am also kissing his ass because
you sure
the big 2-3 is going to be wearing a filla next year. You know what I'm saying?
Says White Pepper.
Me
I'm
and him
not
have
sold
had
on it.
Proper conversation.
You've had proper with the king.
Proper conversation with the king. Remember, I was in
You
Cleveland.
mean Burger King?
I was, yeah, and it is delicious. I was in Cleveland last time they were in the finals. Last year in the finals, I was there. Okay, I was right across from the queue. Where do you think LeBron went afterwards? His big mansion? Nope, the Radisson. Okay, we were chilling in the Radisson, right across from the queue. We were doing business. We locked this in 2 years ago.
These are falsified stories.
Guys, locked in 2 years ago. Check it out. Free agency, first signing.
Never happened.
Anyway.
LeBron's not going to a Radisson.
No, it was the lobby. It's kind of fancy. Okay.
You mean he walked past the hotel and you're like,
yeah, I was like, LeBron!
The tall black man walked
Come
past.
here. He's
I think that's LeBron.
I said, you going to Philadelphia? And he had headphones on, so he's bobbing, but he was bobbing yes.
So you're LeBron profiling people right now.
Yeah.
Pretty what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just want to let you know.
Just saying.
But, so say, God forbid, somehow, something happens that LeBron does not make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Would you count the Sixers as the favorite in the East? Because do you see the Celtics doing anything without Kyrie, without Hayward? They don't have their big guns. To the Eastern Conference Finals, do you really expect them to get to the finals off of that? And, Toronto, they look good tonight. They looked all right. I mean, for an 8th seed,
they're shaking the playoffs. They had a lot to prove.
So I'm saying, I feel like if Cavs aside, just because LeBron being LeBron, I don't know if that's me being a homer or just obviousness from how good they've been playing. I would count the Sixers as your favorites coming out of the East, not called the Cavaliers.
I'm gonna agree with that one. I think they are the
I can see
favorite. Other than the
I
Cavs,
could definitely see a Cavs Sixers Eastern Conference.
Like I'm saying, man, the regular season LeBron and playoff LeBron is a whole different animal.
Playoff LeBron is a scary human being.
Whole different person.
You gotta think, even the year when they lost, the first year where they lost to Golden State in the finals, right? Was it the year where he had nobody? Everybody was hurt.
Right.
He willed them to multiple wins. One dude, that super team, who could literally just score on you in a heartbeat, was beat basically in that series a couple games by a single man. They went up, the Cavs went up 2-1 because of how dominant one single player was.
Right.
And LeBron, technically, he's having one of his best offensive seasons ever now.
Yeah, ever. I mean, he's not slowing down.
At 33, my man is just rolling. And I don't want to run into that bus. That's too much to run into right now. So I could still count them as the favorites coming out of the East. But
I'm gonna agree with that one.
Big Sixers win. Take it one step at a time.
Game 2 is Monday.
Monday night at the Wells Fargo Center. So keep a lookout, guys. Here we come, 76ers. It's gonna be big.
I mean, don't forget about the Fly Guys.
Fly Guys,
turning
big
it around.
win after a 7-0
So,
shellacking.
yeah, shellac. I like that.
Shellacking. It was a big loss in that first game, but they came back, won 5-1. You know, let Sid the Kid know he's still a bitch, so that's good.
You just hate Sidney Crowder, don't you?
We all do. We know his talent. We know his talent.
Best in the world, man.
But
for a reason.
he cries like a little lady.
Oh, of course. I mean,
So guess what? You're a bitch.
the battle of PA continues.
It still does. I feel like we do just traditionally have to hate Pittsburgh for multiple reasons.
Well, don't you call it Schittsburg?
Schittsburg, because it smells like shit.
Oh, okay.
It's the toilet.
Throwing shots.
It's the toilet of Pennsylvania. That's kind of our thing. That's our cue. Yes.
Okay.
Because we're just basically in New York shadow. So that's it. Like other than New York, we're kind of the greatest thing ever. That's how we roll. But Pittsburgh, they're in the shadow of a toilet because they're toilet.
Anyone out there from Pittsburgh listening?
We still love you guys.
Toss your hate towards White Pepper because I've never been there, so I don't really know if it smells like shit. But
I have
apparently it does.
I have been. It's just a bunch of bridges. Why do you have so many bridges? Okay.
Yeah.
I burned them already. All of them.
Wow.
Burn the bridges.
What are you, Bane? And what are you doing right here? You like the detonator in your hand? You're just like knocking bridges down. You're at Heinz Field with Heinz Ward.
Right.
What are you doing?
It's like the Gotham somethings.
Really, yeah.
Heinz Ward.
Such a great bad scene. That
it sure
movie.
is. He's like, hi, I'm Bane. I want that mask in the worst way.
Yeah,
like,
the
conversions.
official.
Yeah, I want to
official.
convert my voice
Yeah.
so I sound like him because that was a wacky sounding Bane. Like I don't know why that man had to say that. He's like, you converted to the darkness. And you're like, I'm sorry.
We got to find some Bane quotes.
Yeah, we're gonna just
start saying them.
We're gonna start every show with a Bane quote from now on. I'm down. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows in the world today. Our resident Cowboys fan took a big hit. Just yesterday? Was it yesterday? The news
yesterday broke? It went down. It broke, man. My man Dez is no longer a Cowboy. 88 is done.
No longer throwing up the X.
Man.
Like, what is your reaction to the big news? Like,
when I found out, it was kind of like shocking to me. I wasn't really shocked, but it was kind of like, okay, well, I'm not surprised that he's not there anymore. I mean, Dez is not the Dez of old, as we all know. He's constantly injured. He's complaining about something, and I wasn't sure at first why he was being released, but after doing with the research, it seems that it was nothing to do about money.
No.
As a lot of the memes were out there saying, it was more so like, his temperament as a player. Was it causing temperament problems in the locker room, and vice versa with Jerry Jones, and like AC past like his prime. So I think like the Cowboys are somewhat better off without Dez Bryant. I mean, I hate to see him go because he's such a dominant player, but he's no longer
wants to be.
Yeah, he's no longer the Dez of old. I mean, he's still a young guy though, but like,
what's been there? It's been like 8 years, all right?
I mean, that's a lot of wear and tear, and he's just that physical of a receiver that
he's not the guy who wants to get out bounds.
He's never not going to be injured,
right?
Yeah, and I hate when he just doesn't go down. Like,
just go down because a lot of times was it against the Eagles last year? Like one of the ones where it was one of the things where he needs to fight for that extra yard, and we just pull the ball out.
Stripped. Yeah,
right. Just get down, man. You got 20 yards on the catch. Get that 20 yards.
I think Dez has ran this course in Big D, so I'm really not surprised.
I feel like that's kind of strange for Big D because Big D has dealt with a lot of big personalities throughout. Yeah. I mean, years and years. Like Jerry deals with plenty of big personalities through his career. I mean, you dealt with Michael Irvin.
Yeah.
My man used to snort coke off of hookers' buttholes. Like
he definitely did.
He's done some crazy shit. And you were able to deal with him, which means Dez had to have been really doing something off the wall. But I feel like Irvin, was he ever like a complainer? Like,
was he? I mean, he won the ball,
but that's right. But like, I felt like he fell in line enough team-wise to like be like, look, okay, but I'm still gonna catch my balls and I'm still gonna make a difference. Where Dez, like you said, it's these last few years he's been a shell of what Dez was.
And like we would say, well, why is he not getting the ball? I mean, it's not because they don't want to pass to him. It's just like he's just not open,
right? And he's not making them same moves where he's not
the playmaker, as I put it in Michael Irvin's terms.
Right.
He wasn't the playmaker that he was before.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he used to return punts. Yeah. No way is Dez Bryant returning punts now.
I don't want to see that.
It's just
you might as well just wave fair catch.
And it's like the inconsistency is what I see a lot because like every now and then he'll have that really big game, but like otherwise it's pretty much Cole Beasley's team, receiver wise.
I love Cole Beasley. I'm sorry, Eagles fans. I love the Eagles, but that little dude,
He's the man.
he knows how to get open.
Best slot in the league.
He has that Edelman to him. You know, like
Yes,
he's
very
not the
Edelman.
tallest, but my man will find the pocket, and he will make Dak that much better of a quarterback year after year. Because if you have a safety valve like that, who within a 5-10 yard radius will always find himself open, that makes a quarterback's job 100% easier. Like, it's really not. If you know you're getting rushed, and you know somewhere along that crossing route you're going to see a Cole Beasley, and he has sure hands. My man does not drop the ball.
Definitely. Oh yeah. Most
So
definitely.
that's a solid move. Do you think that the Dez move is more just a youth move? Like, obviously Witten, he's a team player. You're not going to get rid of him for youth.
I
but
mean,
like,
tight ends play forever.
yes. But like, just because you got your basically your team now is your offense is on Dak and Zeke. So is it more of a thing where you're just like, okay, Dez is trying to cause a rift with my young players. I want to build around them. I don't want them to have to focus on what Dez doing. So is that one of the moves? Like, let's get the guy who's complaining, get the quote unquote, what
Yeah,
they
I
would
mean,
call
you
the
get
cancer.
like the pain in the ass or the pain, get him out of the way. And with us being such a run bounce team, like you have Zeke, you're going to pound the ball. So in some ways, Dez is the forgotten receiver.
Right.
It's like, well, where's Dez? But you can give Zeke the ball 25, 30 times a game.
True.
And then you do your dip and dumps with Cole, and every now and then you'll have Witness or safety's valve, you said, and then you have Terrence Williams, who he can make that big catch, but like I said, isn't consistent, but or nearly as a receiver that Dez is. So in some ways, Dez is kind of being that forgotten guy.
But do you think he's forgotten as much as? Do you think he'll be missed as far as? I feel like regardless of what he's done the past few years, aren't teams still paying attention to him as the number one receiver? Like, are you paying extra attention?
Yeah, as
across
long
the
as
board?
Dez is on the ground, on the field, because he's so physical.
So do you think that's going to make such a big difference this year, though? Like that every team that comes into Dallas or that plays Dallas knows on offense, you can basically one-on-one all their receivers because you don't really have to worry about the threat of Dez. Like, you did have to pay attention, and for the most part, you had to put your number one corner on Dez.
Right.
Even if he was a shell of himself, there's still a chance if you tried to single up Dez. If he wants to play hard, my man could have had 100 and a touch on you easy.
Exactly.
So, do you think that's going to play a big problem with you guys this year, not having like the go-to receiver? Like Allen Hurns he's a good receiver. No, by no means do I think that he's not a go-to. He's good for a set of receivers to have. But do you just think that having Zeke in the backfield running is just going to be okay because you can single up because everybody's going to be so focused on?
Hey man, when you pound the rock, it opens up the pass. So it's an equation that's never failed. I mean, like,
True.
you pound the rock and
True.
the defense is going to look for that run, and that's where you just take the top off, the lid off the defense. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, is it going to suck not having Dez? Yeah, I mean, was he a fan favorite? Sure, but at the same time, we're going to move on. It's a business at the end of the day, so we'll be okay. And like I said, everything pretty much centers around Zeke, obviously, and we'll see where Allen Hurns fits. He's our new number one, and doing some further reading, we know that he's 88.
Yeah.
But in a tweet from Allen Hurns, he said he's not going to take 88. They might as well just retire it.
Yep.
I made that a respect move.
I feel like
I guess
it's respectful because
he's the new guy on the block. Do you want to take the 88 to worn by two great, all-time great Cowboys receivers?
I wouldn't want to take that number at that point. Like,
Yeah.
first of all, just let Irvin have that. Let him get in the Ring of Honor. Give him the 88 and call it a day. I get why they gave it to Dez in the first place because you thought coming out of college, Dez was going to be that dude. He was going to be the next elite Dallas receiver with Romo, and that they were going to do great things, and they did for years.
They did, yeah,
but he did. I don't think he ever reached the potential that you thought he would have reached. Like, he had years where he was good, but he never like kind of had that building career where you're just like Dez Bryant, dope receiver.
Yeah, I mean, he was always in like that top 5 to 10, but he was never like the top 3.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He could have been.
I speak sometimes in fantasy football terms because playing fantasy football, I know you don't.
I do not.
But like in fantasy football terms, that's how you can kind of tell a player's career. Like during fantasy football, when you see how they're drafted throughout years and years, you can kind of play off of where the receiver has been. So like I know Dez used to be like one of the top 2 receivers off the board every year because he was elite. Now you're like, it's usually Odell. It's usually Odell and what's his name from Cincinnati? AJ. They're your two. But Dez will go in the second or third round now because you don't expect him to have big games every game. He just doesn't do it. Like Larry Fitzgerald's getting picked before him sometimes because even at his older age, he's still putting up a better game than Dez is on a regular basis. So, I mean, it's sad to let him go, I guess, for you guys. You know, always have that, you know, that fan favorite who's out, but let's see what you guys can do this year. 8-8 looks good.
Oh, now we're doing the.
I mean, because
more
8-8, he was 88, so 8-8 in honor of him. That's all.
Talking that shit, man.
Repeat.
Speaking of shit,
Yeah,
you hear about these hand dryers?
guys,
We're gonna shift over to
shift
I
to
guess
some new shit.
real world
Yeah,
topics, you know, issues other than sports. But yeah, apparently these hand dryers that we use daily.
alert. There's a warning.
Alert. Yeah.
Guys, so you know when you're at the bar, right? And you head to the bathroom, take a quick pee-pee, and you wash your hands, and you're like, man, I just can't wait to use this hand dryer. Now, you know that butthole who's in the stall dropping the number 2? And then he comes out? Do you know what you do when you hit that hand sanitizer? Or that hand blower?
Right.
Apparently, you're blowing your poo around. There are poo particles in the air, and basically, are you blowing them on your hand? Like, when you hit it, the air is just like feces everywhere. So you walk out of there with poop particles on your shirt. So don't be worried about the smoke that you have on your shirt when you get home. Worry about the fact that someone basically, indirectly, shit on you while you were at the bar or at a restaurant or at work or anywhere. Like, that has to be the grossest thing I've ever heard in my life.
But are you a fan of the hand dryer?
It depends. Certain places have the ones that are at the right intensity to kind of keep your shit dry. But other ones, it's like, it's almost better wiping it on your shirt because you hit it and the water doesn't even like roll off your hand. So it depends on the. What about you? Are you more? I mean, towels never fail.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big paper towel guy, but you know, it's pretty cool to use like those like Dyson ones or that.
Like the ones where you put your hand in it,
or the Excel dryers.
That's your best ones.
Yeah, but now that I know, I mean, it's not going to stop people from doing it. They're going to do it the other way. I mean, like,
yeah, people don't care.
Even though you know, I mean, it's just so convenient.
But people say it in general that there are poo particles all up in a public bathroom on a daily basis. So, like, if there's always going to be the poo floating around, just, you know, don't open your mouth. Try to keep your mouth closed in the bathroom, guys, because otherwise you're eating shit.
So if you have any comments about this topic, or if we're going to stop using dryers altogether, reach out to us on Twitter. Chef and Ron 1. Some say it again on Twitter.
I believe it's on the back of our.
It is on the back.
Newly minted 2 Men in a Mic t-shirt.
Officially rocking the night. So yes, it's you weren't lying. It fits pretty good.
It's a solid fit.
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
A poop glove.
A poop glove. These are also poo particle resistant.
They are.
I made sure to buy them that way. So guys,
first.
Wear that to a bar. Poo particles bounce right off.
Yes.
You're welcome. You're welcome in advance. We have them in small, medium, large, extra large, double extra large.
What we got, you need.
We got what you need. But
we should have like a store one day. Just open up an online store.
Like a pop-up.
Pop-up.
Do a little pop-up store.
Yeah, let's do it.
During the Sixers playoffs.
Yo, yes.
Yeah, stand outside. What if we did a show live from outside? I'm going to call Xfinity after this, you know?
Man, who would come with us with that one?
Guys, if we were able to do a 2 Men in a Mic live from outside of Xfinity, by that I mean probably because they won't let us in. So we'll be on like that. So we're sidewalk right outside.
Right.
We'll have like a fold-out table, and we'll be doing the show live. Would you come? Would you enjoy our festivities? I think we're going to call Xfinity. I mean, I feel like we've spent enough money on my birthdays that they should allow us.
Yeah.
They
should supply us the table.
Yeah, at least. The table, and I want one beer. I'm asking for one free one. That's it.
What about Orange Crush?
Oh, I think that's the beer I'm asking for. I'm like, it's not a beer, sir. Just bring me my Orange Crush.
You say one drink of choice.
Ma'am, if you want real entertainment, you bring me an Orange Crush. Because after I take one of those down, entertainment. Then I'm all over the place. You don't know where I am. I don't know where you are.
Yeah, I'm going to lose my co-host right midway through the show.
I have family members who've thrown up on tables. I apologize indirectly. But it's a good time. So Xfinity, hit us up. We will gladly do a show for you. Next to, like, you know, that old Fanatic, the 97.5 the Fanatic. Who are they when it's 2 Men in a Mic next to them, you know?
Hey man,
Who am I putting?
I'm not gonna shit talk you guys. I think
I
you guys
love
are
you guys.
fantastic.
I love
So
you guys
they were
too.
like,
Yo, like
just saying.
if you ever next, like, can we be in the meat locker one day?
Oh yeah.
I don't think there's anything more meat locker worthy than two men and a mic. So guys, hit us up with you, me, Baldy, the whole crew. I'm in.
Definitely.
But yeah, so guys, stop using hand dryers. There's pooping all over them.
Or do.
Or do. It's all up to you. But just remember, just know the knowledge. You're blowing poop on yourself.
Hey, we're just delivering facts here.
So, I mean, we like to strike knowledge from all realms.
Yeah.
Right? So today, it's a debate. It's the great debate. On Facebook, I had this great debate with some males and females. Amber Rose. She is a spirit, an open, what is it, a free spirit, they call them?
Yeah, I think it's a free spirit.
A free spirit of some sort. So she says crazy things and sometimes does crazy things. But you kind of have to think outside the box to kind of really get what she's saying. But some people take it very literally.
Mm-hmm.
So this is her quote. Now, please debate me if Big Ron will easily debate me after hearing this. Okay. Her quote, and this is straight from the horse's mouth. Every man cheats, but if he loves you enough, you'll never find out. Now, is that something that's fair, or is that unfair to say?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Now, why do you? Okay, now why do you think that's the dumbest thing?
First of all, you're sitting there saying that every dude cheats. That's false. Maybe the dudes you talk to, you mess with, obviously, but they don't classify,
every man.
Every man,
right?
That's not how it is.
Has every man cheated?
Yeah.
Do you think?
No.
Do you think every man's never cheated?
I think no.
Like even in your younger days, you've never done it.
No.
So you're like a saint. I did it once. I had like the
Saint
worst
lumberjack.
It was like the worst ride home of my life. Like I like rode home, and it was like the quietest drive on 95 ever. You're just like, oh god, how do I react to this? How do I respond? I didn't. I just act like it never happened. So I kind of followed the Amber Rose trail.
So you have that. I mean, I have a guilty conscience.
I had such a guilty conscience.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, I just nah.
But You Can't See Me was a very mean person. So
you had your
You Can't See Me
reasons behind that.
Yeah, that was a bad person. She deserved it.
Damn you, White
and
Pepper.
It was worth it.
You scumbag.
It was worth it each time. I mean, the
whoa,
one time.
Whoa. Secrets are coming out right now.
White Pepper was young.
Oh man,
we were youngins. But so your arguments more with that every man doesn't cheat?
No.
Yeah, I agree. Like that's not. She does kind of put us in a bucket. But like, if you think of it from her perspective, okay, do you think famous people get like? Do you have to think of it in a different realm? Because like it's like a different planet over there.
Yeah, it definitely is in the celebrity world. I mean, depending on the guys you date, it's almost, I want to say it could be expected because it's the lifestyle that they live and
it's expected.
How women always just kind of there. So
I mean,
maybe she's coming looking at it from that perspective where like she's dating high profile people and like okay, well he's eventually at some point going to cheat on me, but like just don't tell me, or if you're good at it, I'll never know.
Don't find out.
So you're okay with that. So I guess I don't know. I guess like
because you gotta think of it this way. Like this is how I usually think of it, especially if someone like that saying it. Okay, so far like the famous people of that she's dated has been Kanye, Wiz, and now it's 21 Savage. But I think they just broke up. But so these are three. First of all, she knows what she has to do. Mm-hmm. She's not famous for anything else.
No.
Like this is what she does. Okay, so she has to have an open mind, or else she's getting dumped day one. So, but you gotta think. Say you're famous. Big Ron has blown up, and you're going on tour. So you're taking your show on the road, and you have to go to say you're doing 56 shows over 70 days. So you can see that your free time is few and far between. So you're going to be in say 50 cities through that time. Mm-hmm. So you're going on a 50 city tour, and at this point, because you're uber famous, there's always the groupies. There's always going to be the females who just because you're you, just because you're the name, are going to throw themselves at you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, you being Saint Lumberjack, honestly, obviously, won't cheat. But I feel like that lifestyle, either A, don't have a girlfriend if you know that you're going to, because that's a hard lifestyle to keep yourself loyal to.
Right.
But do you think that's what she means, though? Like, what she means by it is like, look, I understand I'm not going to be able to show up to every one of your tour days for the next 72 days. So obviously there's going to be stuff thrown at you. But as long as at the end of the day, when your tour's over and you come back to me. Like, that's how you know the feelings are still there? Like, that's how you know the feelings are real? Like, I'm still coming back to you even though while I was on tour, I probably tore down like 12 at least. You know, like, I just feel like she's saying it from a different perspective. On an average Joe basis, no, you don't do this shit.
So we can't apply this to.
I feel you can't apply this
to average
to
Joe.
us.
If that's the case, then I guess it makes sense for her point of view. But still, I think it's a stupid comment for her to say.
Yeah,
doesn't make any
but
sense.
this is what she does. She has to make highlights.
So I wonder, does she cheat?
I feel like it's only right. I mean, but do you feel like that's the thing though? Okay, so say you're telling him like, if you love me, just don't tell me that you cheat. Mm-hmm. Does that mean she has to stay loyal though? Or while you're on tour, she can also do her own thing. Like, it's basically an open relationship at this point.
The pot calling the kettle black here?
Well, that's racist, so no.
Hey, I can say
that's the pot calling the kettle neutral color.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you back. But no, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I guess at that point, would she basically just be, counteracting her own conversation?
I mean, what do you guys think out there?
Yeah, please, for the ones who haven't already yelled at me, let me know. Let me know. Let us know what your feeling is on Amber Rose being Amber Rose.
Right.
Because it's a weird thing to think about. I can see there's probably people out there who are like that. Like, just don't tell me about it. If it's out of sight, it's out of mind. Mm-hmm. And I can see other people who are just, no, just don't cheat on me. That's really just that freaking simple.
Right.
So please let us know on the Twitter, on the Insta, on the Facebookery, on the YouTube comments. Guys, start commenting on the YouTube page.
Only positive comments.
Yeah, come on, man. We got like 5 more followers this week. That's a big move. That's a big move on the FB. Or not on the FB, on the YouTube. So YouTube, we got 5 more followers. Solid move. Guys, get on the YouTube. We're trying to push that harder than anything. And like I always hear on the podcast that I watch on YouTube, right? Pound that subscribe button. That's what they always say.
Oh yeah, pound
that subscribe button for all, and click the bell. Click the bell for all notifications.
Isn't like click to subscribe too?
Yeah, but like you click to subscribe, and apparently you need a bell to like notify you that one of your subscribers has done something.
Yeah, so do all whatever you say.
Click on everything that looks clickable. Okay, click it. Just click it, and then stick it. Right.
Click it or ticket.
Click it or ticket. Yeah, click it or ticket. We're gonna give you a
also
ticket.
that. Yeah, drive safely.
So. Yeah. Our views don't match up with our followers. That's all I'm saying. So there's gonna be a lot of clicking in or ticketing this week. So guys, get on it. But Big Sixers win.
Big win. Keep it up.
Dez is out of Dallas.
Dez is gone. Oh well.
Amber Rose let you cheat.
I don't understand it.
I need to date Amber Rose.
Yeah, I think you might have
Since she's single now, I feel like this is good. That's why I can keep my Tinder profile. Keep that thing hot. Hot like the flame on the front of the app. Ooh. So, yeah, it's... Mm-hmm. Yeah, take that, Tekashi69. I'm a super rapper.
Oh, God. That's a whole other show right there.
Maybe episode 15.
Yeah. Oof.
That might be the music episode.
And when you're washing your hands, keep in mind that you might get poop on them.
Yeah, please stop.
After you wash and dry.
I feel like
if you're okay with that, then do what you do.
I might start holding it until I get home.
Or bring your own hand towel with you. You know, be that weird person in the bathroom like just whips it out.
What's that towel about? I'm not about poop particles, son.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So keep it sanitary out there.
Yeah, that's like our Jerry Springer line of the night. Like where he says like, get your dog neutered. Ours is keep it sanitary and stop blowing poop particles on each other. Thank you.
Knowledge.
Mic
dropped.
Bang.
Boom.
I believe it's 2 men and a mic drop.
2 men and a mic drop.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am Big Ron, a.k.a. the Black Lumberjack. Alongside
I am
the one and only
White Peppa McJefferson. You know the deal. So guys, it's been fun.
been real fun.
But we got to run because it's Saturday night.
It is Saturday night. I'm tired.
Oh, I wanted to do the Saturday Night Live thing, right? And live from Jeff's dining room. It's Saturday night.
And then we get sued.
Yeah, right. So don't do that.
SNL, you didn't hear that.
You didn't hear that, guys. So to all, a good night. And
I bid you farewell.
oh, bid you adieu.
Till next time, people. I'm out of here.
And I'm out of here. Bye.
Later.